of the countless hours on the front lines of sorrow and concern. 1 minute of silence says more than any words. Especially difficult for all those neighbours of London Bridge.
Now this is our community, and you feel it so keenly. And to be perfectly honest, it's frightening. You know, I was scared on Saturday evening, and my only thought is I cannot be terrorised. It was like walking through a nightmare, to be perfectly honest.
The Southwark Cathedral and its dean were upfront witnesses to the violence of Saturday night. Now it is sequestered behind the police cordon. And it isn't their first time being so close to such loss.
Lay down one's life for one's friends.
The cathedral hosted the funeral for Keith Palmer, the unarmed police officer killed in the Westminster attack back in March. Dunn preached that day.
We do need community policing. We need people who are policing intelligently in terms of monitoring what's going on. I suspect that some people going to the polls this week will be sort of thinking around those issues.
The attacks in Manchester and London have put security, and specifically policing, front and centre. With campaigning back on, the Prime Minister's focus has shifted from Brexit to who is the best leader to keep the country safe. Under scrutiny are police numbers while Theresa May served as Home Secretary. Under her watch, they have steadily fallen in England and Wales every year, ultimately cut by 21,000 officers.
Was it a mistake to cut thousands of those?
Would it not be leadership to say that you would reverse those cuts?
Do you commit to restore those 20,000 police officers?
She would not.
We have protected counter-terrorism policing budgets, and I also support absolutely shoot to kill. And I think what we saw on our streets on Saturday was how important that was.
But the Labour Party's proposal to partly undo the cuts with 10,000 more bobbies on the beat is resonating. Back near London Bridge, the Labour MP says policing is coming up more now on the campaign trail. He wants more of the unarmed community kind.
They also build relationship with imams and others who are most likely to, if they trust someone and they know they can talk to someone freely, they're most likely to report if they fear that might be someone at risk of radicalisation.
With the vote looming, the Police Federation too has again called for more unarmed officers.
We are more or less firefighting policing at this moment in time. We're going from call to call to call to call. If you're under that pressure every day, something's got to give.
The pressure will be on the next Prime Minister to do something. And that likely also means looking hard beyond policing for answers. Nala Ayed, CBC News, London.